Bethesda again. I feel like my thing is behind or something. Oh. Okay. Let's go to Bethesda. You guys have a spinning wheel? They banned you? Did they really? Under 2 minutes. What if we go to Deltia stream? Dude, what? Oh my gosh. Mine shows 140. Perfect, dude. Probably an ad. Oh, let me try to figure this out, yo. I mean, the chat's working. That's really frustrating. Oh, there we go. We got it, chat. We're good. All right, we good to go. Starting soon. You guys ready? Can you guys hear this good? Can you guys hear it good? Or is it not loud enough? Go new dice game. Hey, it's Gina. It just started, yep. Up to Fallout 76. What happened to Fallout 76? Mojang Studios first, okay.
Hello, I'm Dennis Reese, executive producer of Minecraft Legends. And today, we'd like to give you an insider's look at how we're building the PvP multiplayer experience for the game.
What?
Minecraft Legends is a new action strategy game set in a lush, dynamic world. It introduces epic storytelling, and you can form alliances with new and familiar Minecraft mobs to stop invading piglins.
Minecraft Legends will let you play the story-driven campaign as an online co-op experience together with your friends. And it will also feature a PvP gameplay mode where 2 teams with up to 4 players each works to destroy the opponent's team's base. The game will support cross-platform play and online. His name is actually Magnus.
In order to create the best possible experience, we
remember, y'all, this is the developer direct first, and then we're getting to the reveal.
It's been wonderful to see their commitment and focus on the Minecraft universe.
It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends. Here at Blackbird Interactive,
Isn't it
we have a
Mojang
talented team
Studios?
of developers who are using our background in strategy games to bring a new and exciting experience to the Minecraft universe.
We're super excited to share more details about PvP
Guys,
gameplay.
we're getting a Minecraft crossover for ESO. That's the reveal. You guys can thank me later.
There are some really cool features that make PvP unique.
First off, players share their army and resources with their team. This means that individual players aren't able to win on their own. They must cooperate to be successful.
Communication is really important, and you can sort of really tell the teams that gel together because they naturally form roles at the beginning of the game, and as soon as we start, you're off collecting, I start building. We have our favorite roles.
Crafting
but we change
confirmed?
them up.
Yeah, this is just a prequel to our
Also, the world in PvP is procedurally
to our stuff,
generated,
y'all. This is just a
just
prequel.
like it is in campaign. This means that each PvP session is different than the last.
Everyone
But
here
it's
is for
different
ESO.
every time you play, depending on how the map is generated, where the valleys are, the mountains are, where the secrets are, you know, where the towers are.
In Minecraft Legends, the piglins are an ever-present threat, and this includes PvP.
Minecraft Trial.
The piglins are on their own
Minecraft
side.
Plus. It's the ESO
They're
Plus for
trying to
Minecraft.
kill both of you at the same time.
So the opposing team is not the only thing you need to worry about.
Beware of the piglins.
In PvP, there's something for everyone. For players who like action, they can go attack the piglins or lay siege to the enemy base.
Dude,
For
it's
players who
Cyrodiil,
enjoy
dude.
exploration,
Let's go,
they can search
dude.
the world to find resources for their team, hidden treasure
Dude,
chests,
it's
or
Cyrodiil,
scout the enemy
Minecraft
base.
Cyrodiil.
Gathering resources to help the team out, that's super important. But whenever I get into a PvP match,
Minecraft
the
cards
first
with Tales of
thing I try
Tribute.
to do is to track down the Regal Tiger.
This is what
It's my
Tamriel
favorite
was
mob
for the
to
first
ride
era.
because It's really
I know.
fast, but it's also really cute.
Yeah, there's a
For
mount.
players
That's
who
probably
like
in the Crown
building,
store.
You can spend your time building defenses and upgrading your base, because
Set my
soon
laptop
enough
on
your
fire.
enemy will attack, and
Looks
you need
better
to be
than
ready.
ESO. New Cyrodiil
So the first thing
update
I
looked
do when we
lit.
start is everyone runs off. I open the map, see where the enemy base is. First thing I build is what we call an upgrade tower, where it allows you to build upgrades. So I place that at the back, away from the enemy. So I really
This actually
pride
kind of
myself
looks
in
pretty
making,
cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, impenetrable bases.
Since the goal of PvP is to destroy the opposing team's base, defending your own base is really important. You have to start with a lot of walls, a lot of towers, and some gates. After that, you can just add whatever you want.
No combat
freestyle
better
with
than
it.
ESO. Wait, what game
I
is
like
this?
to add
Is this like
different layers of
Minecraft
walls.
something?
So my opponents have to
Minecraft
find their way through
PvP
my
or
base,
something?
almost like a maze.
And then once those walls are up, I like to actually hide
This
my
actually
ice
looks
traps
pretty
behind
good
them to
for
catch enemies
Minecraft.
off guard.
When it comes time to finally take out the other team, my favorite strategy is to make a forward camp just outside the enemy base. Then I get the
Cyrodiil looks
biggest,
terrible.
strongest mobs I can as fast as I can and start
I'm trying
sending
this out.
them
Looks
in.
fun, to be honest. Yeah, it's actually looks
Then I
kind of
can
cool.
smash down the walls, take out their mobs, and claim victory.
The real fun of PvP is creating a strategy, having a game plan,
That's what I've been looking
deciding
for.
how you think you're going to crush the enemy, and then all of a
Like
sudden the
Minecraft
hosts
meets
tell
Ages
you,
of Empires, StarCraft.
Just built a redstone launcher.
and you're like, I can't do my attack now. I've got to like build an anti-siege tower, which is an anti-air tower, to stop the redstone launchers. You just have to be constantly changing.
It's like
tactics.
Clash of Clans.
And sometimes you're like, I have no
It's
idea.
like Clash
what
of
they're
Clans, y'all.
doing. And then you certainly find out very quickly.
Resources, or do you want to go?
All ESO PvP migrated to Minecraft.
A while back, we had somebody on our dev team use a strategy where they built a bunch of what are called plank golems, which are archers. So they're very weak, but they do a high amount of damage. And he had 40 of them, and he just ran through our base, ran around our tower, and took out our entire tower with such a simple strategy.
And that's why we still love playing it every day, because every game is different. You never know what's going to
Play
happen.
the family, honestly. This is actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like tower defense for, like tower defense PvP for Minecraft. I actually kind of like it. That's what ESO's next feature is, y'all. We're getting a tower defense minigame. Minecraft Legends, okay. It does actually look really nice, y'all. Pre-order or play with Game Pass. Alright, there's Mojang. turn 10. Dude, these like animations are actually kind of dope. Oh, sorry, I'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris Sasaki, and welcome to Turn 10 Studios. The team is hard at work bringing you the next generation of Forza Motorsport, built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles. This is the most technically advanced.
I can't be bald on stream chat.
Today, I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you how we are making it look real, sound real, and feel real. This is Forza Motorsport.
Forza what? Guys, I can't be bald, okay? On stream.
At launch, Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars for you to collect, race, and customize with more
ESO
than
mount racing
800
confirmed.
unique upgrades.
Yeah, these are the new mounts for
This
ESO
includes
chat.
over 100 new to motorsport cars, the most modern race cars we've ever featured on our roster. Racing is violent.
This
It's
one's
a
going to be at least
battle of
$100 in
race
the Crown
cars.
store.
The advancements in our physics model are greater than Forza Motorsport 5, 6, and 7 combined. This makes our
But you will
driving
have to level
experience
up your
more
mount
fun
speed
and
for your
rewarding
car.
in the way the car accelerates corners.
I haven't gotten the
and
two-seater
brakes.
mount, no.
Our materials and shaders are built from the
haven't.
ground up at higher resolutions and optimized for.
Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? This is an exotic crown crate drop. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Behavior on a surface.
I muted the audio.
This yields a paint
there.
model that has a much more realistic light response.
Daedric
across
Shadow,
color,
Glycol
metal
stream
flake,
finally. How
and
are you
gloss.
looking different?
Damage and dirt
Yeah,
buildup
Sophie,
is unique to
it's
each car.
I'm doing pretty
it's
good.
Now
How are you?
contextually aware and more localized. We simulate
the four-seater
paint
mount?
thickness,
Yeah.
chipping, and directionality. Dirt accumulation.
You have to
is
grind
more
endeavors for
realistic,
2 years. I
gathering more in the
know.
low pressure areas like recesses and alcoves. These innovations tell the story of the work you put into a race and reflects the marks and battle scars of motorsport.
This is our best sounding Forza Motorsport ever, and the first to be mixed natively for immersive audio formats like Windows Sonic and Dolby Atmos. To create an immersive soundscape,
Hasn't played
each
Forza
audio
games,
system
breaks
has
my
been
brain, the
rebuilt
graphics are
from
so
the ground
realistic.
up to deliver a new level of
Robots
sonic
can grind
depth
you
and
for the turbo
authenticity
drop. I
players.
know.
Modifying car parts like your exhaust and turbo change the car sounds in Forza Motorsport, just like it would in the real world. Every car now has a variety of sound possibilities based on the parts you've installed.
The mount's great. It's the only thing I can spend my crowns on.
Reverb accurately reproduces how sounds in Forza interact within an acoustic space, dynamically adapting to its surroundings and creating a realistic and detailed soundscape. New features like our regional track announcer system and improved tire and suspension audio bring a new level of realism to the game. Hear Forza Motorsport like never before. Every tire squeal, every engine, lap after lap.
Need to
Forza
add
Motorsport
trial or
launches
arena
with
queue.
20 environments built from the ground up for this generation.
New public race events and overland
You'll get
zone.
to race on iconic fan favorites, as well as 5 all-new to motorsport locations, including our first in South Africa, Kyalami. We capture our environments
Is
to an
popular ascending
incredible
order
level
shown
of
here?
detail. When we reference a track, our team comes back with over 3 terabytes of highly detailed photogrammetry and laser scan data. Through the power of the Xbox Series consoles, we're able to use this data to draw up to 10 times more
I
detail.
haven't played a car
than
game since
previous
Grand
generations.
T.
You'll see lush trees,
ESO horse racing.
dense grass and overgrowth vegetation,
That
animated
looks
track
so
life,
real. Oh my gosh.
physically based lighting and volumetric fog effects, and a fully procedural cloud system that
Everson,
evolves
we're not
organically.
talking about any of the leaks.
Tracks look alive.
I haven't seen any of the
sound
leaks. I don't know.
alive, And feel alive with cutting-edge visuals and crowds consisting of tens of thousands of fully animated 3D spectators, so you're always immersed in the pure spectacle of racing. For the first time
Me and
in
the boys
Forza
chasing Dragon in the
Motorsport,
Rari.
fully dynamic time of day with weather ensures a constantly evolving racing experience where no 2 laps ever look the same.
Looks next gen.
Meanwhile, dynamic track temperatures, wet driving surfaces, and rubbering in ensure that no 2 laps ever play the same. I love the detail our talented team of artists have built into
Like how they
Kyalami.
shoehorn this stuff in. Yeah.
Fast forward to night, and the vista is truly breathtaking. You can see the distant light glows of the city, a beautiful visual touch. Even the Kyalami
Telling
logo
y'all,
itself
ESO's getting
creates visual
cars, dude.
impact every time you see it, thanks to ray-traced global illumination, which simulates how hundreds of thousands of light rays accumulate color as they bounce between surfaces. We're rendering all our environments in 4K at 60 FPS. With
At a
real-time
Motif, you're gonna
ray
get
tracing
Chelsea
on track
Tribute. That'd be
to
cool.
create true-to-life reflections
What's up, Sticky?
on all smooth mirror and flat glass surfaces.
Y'all remember, if you are a member, make sure to join the members Discord to get your name in the videos. You get badges, emotes, you get early access to videos. Certain tiers do for that. You get your name in the video.
Fidelity and authenticity.
I appreciate the support, y'all. Basically a Twitch sub.
Forza Motorsport is back, and it's our most comprehensive game ever.
So,
with
is
over
Forza?
500
I
cars
thought they just released a
and 20
Forza.
environments, with more new race cars than ever before. You can experience all of this in our incredible new online racing mode and in our all-new
Like the streamer else chat. Oh
focused
my gosh.
single-player career.
New expansion going to be a new portal to a new serial
For you to
Minecraft
get your
game.
hands
Yeah.
on this incredible game.
And then you're going to be able to race. One every year or two. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next studio is probably going to be, I'm saying Arcane or Tango. Oh, yep, Tango. Here we go. Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport, they just released Horizon 5. Oh, okay.
That's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's
That'd be cool,
pretty
zombie.
standard. Check this out.
Yeah, global reveal will be after ZeniMax here.
It's powering up my new robot arm. Whoa. It's making everything sync up with the beat. Let's rock.
Is this Borderlands meets Ben 10?
What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Is this the guy?
We'll take down this company. One boss at a time. Just so you know, they're insane.
It's a rhythm fighter, I think. Minecraft is still better. Dude, I've never even heard of a rhythm fighter genre. Is that even actually a genre? That's crazy. I find the games just come up with these genres. It's Comic Zone. Looks like Jet Set is new Digimon. Hi-Fi Rush.
Rockstar.
Future.
You have a video that explains arenas. Don't understand what they are. I don't, Penman.
I'm Shinji Mikami,
I don't.
studio head at Tang Gameworks. Thank you for all your support over the years.
And I'm John Johannes, director on Hi-Fi Rush.
Chill out. It'll be fine. Power forward.
まあね、このゲームを僕が作ってたら、もう全然違うゲームになったと思う。だけどこういうゲー
It's
ムは
like
ね、
Sunset.
生まれて
Looks like
本当に
Sunset as
良か
well.
った。
So everyone thinks of us as putting out horror games like The Evil Within or spooky games like Ghostwire Tokyo, but this is clearly something totally different. And if this game hasn't already leaked, fingers crossed, we hope it's a pleasant surprise.
Let's have some fun.
まあ僕はね、本当に
Think of all the
新しいものを見て
microtransactions I can buy. Ophi, thank you for the super chat. 127. I appreciate you, Sophie. Thank you.
そう思ってますよ。
ET, sure. It looks fun
So
to play
we've been
like
waiting for
live
this for a
comic.
long time. So let's jump in and explain exactly what Hi-Fi Rush is.
That's like Fuji Hakioto on Super Drive. Looks interesting. Retro RPG that you can play with friends with.
Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game.
Yep,
so
you're
it's a
right.
bit of a twist on your
Rhythm
traditional
fighter,
action. Here,
Sticky.
your moves and attacks help create a living soundtrack. That means all your flashy moves, stylish and devastating combos add a layer to the music.
Okay, so this confirms that ESO is getting a bard. We're getting a bard, y'all. So, getting a Minecraft Battle Royale tower defense. We're getting race cars as mounts. And we're getting a bard class now.
That's Hi-Fi Rush. You play as Chai, a wannabe rock star and victim of a weird corporate experiment that lets him sense the rhythm of the entire world pulsing to the game's soundtrack. As you can
Arts
see,
confirmed, chat.
the beat moves the world around you and is the key to combat.
You looking for me?
Your attacks will automatically sync to land on the beat, making Hi-Fi Rush a super easy game to start playing. However, attacking on the beat leads to combos that end with a musical countdown we call a beat hit. Think a big cymbal crash at the end of a drum solo, like this.
Serial
Landing
mounts
beat
and bar
hits
class.
finish a
Nice.
combo finish that
Yes.
adds unique musical
Next is
flair and
stackable
high-damage
maps.
attacks.
And the crowd goes wild.
Guitar-mancer class. Can I get a video on crown crates or crown gens purchases of $40 crates and for nothing good, only 50 gens? Is that normal?
Anyone
Yes,
seen a guy
Eric.
that did this?
Never buy crown crates. They are a waste. Never buy crown crates.
How about we see it all in action?
Bring it on.
I feel like this is a game that Joe would play. Name my guy Ash Ketchum, Breast Trainer class. Beast Trainer class would be actually cool.
You can jump, dodge, parry, and attack whenever you want.
Never go full
using
crown
whatever attacks
crates.
you want. It's not about mashing buttons. The key here is feeling the beat.
Goods. Any fix for launcher errors? I'm getting 210 and tried everything. I'm not sure, Phil. I haven't been on the game since yesterday.
Your progress isn't blocked by missing the beat. You get rewarded musically and mechanically for staying in rhythm. When we say everything moves to the beat, we mean it. Enemy attacks,
Rhythm games are popular lately.
cutscenes,
Really?
dangerous obstacles.
We are our
You
ESO
name it.
family.
It all
Or I'd name
syncs to
him
the
Newt.
music, creating an ongoing jam session of a game. To help out is 808, your robot cat companion who literally hovers over your shoulder and helps you find that rhythm. But we also have visual guides to help you even more. We want you to be able to enjoy
New mini
Hi-Fi
game,
Rush,
Rock
whether
Band
you're
and
Rhythm
ESO.
Pro or not.
Are they showing us the whole game?
I look so cool.
I don't know, Keith. Use gold to buy crates instead of your money. Console rate is
Chai also gets by with a little help from his friends. Literally.
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
Chai will team
Loading
up with
cabinet
a
wasn't-
likely
there's been
allies
two
who
very
bandits
successful
repertoire
shooters last
moves
year.
with in and out of combat.
Which ones?
There's Peppermint breaking barriers and juggling enemies, along with Macaron smashing enemy armor and knocking back enemies. Tag teaming with Chai's partners and attacks opens up huge possibilities for dynamic combos and over-the-top action.
Tool to tech some of that. Don't have rhythm.
That's not bad.
The extra help is handy.
This
because
is
when you're
definitely a
not
game that
fighting,
Joe
you're
would
gonna be
play.
running around and wreaking havoc all over Vandelay's corporate headquarters, where everything is trying to take you down. You and your partners have a singular goal in mind: taking down the bosses of Vandelay Technologies.
Wait, like Art
Besides wanting
Vandelay?
to erase Chai for being
Metal
a defense,
Hellslinger did very
seems
well.
they've got something
Okay.
a little bit more sinister on their corporate agenda.
Tool to
You'll
tech
fight
some
through
of
each
some that
department
don't
to
have
take them all
rhythm.
on. Each level with their own musical spin on the rock genre.
That's funny.
And then we have a showdown.
So let's get ready to crumble.
Boss battles are climactic set pieces, varying from straight-up fights and musical minigames to chase sequences. Custom choreographed to licensed music from amazing artists.
I hope I don't get copyright struck for having that song in this video.
Hi-Fi Rush is like nothing we've made at Tango before.
Good art for sure.
And we think it's like nothing you've ever played
Harry
before
Potter,
either.
Dead Island 2, don't really care.
It's a high-energy, feel-good rhythm action experience that's amazingly satisfying to play.
It should have the stamps ahead of time so we can know and tune in for ESO. It should be pretty soon, to be honest. There's only one other game after this, and then it's ESO.
Chai?
もしねハイファイラッシュでお客さんから怖いって言われたら俺もう死んじゃうかもまあ他にもびっくりさせることあると思うんだけど例えば猫とか撫でれたりするの
いやそれは当たり前でしょうね。いやでももう一つのサプライズはありますよ。
まあ これはジョンのゲームだからジョンからどうぞ。
So, not only are we super psyched for you to play this, we're happy to tell you that you can play Hi-Fi Rush tonight. Not a demo, the full game. Seriously.
Oh shoot.
It launches on Xbox and PC a few hours after the show, and yes, it'll be on Game Pass as well.
We hope you enjoy playing it.
I feel like I'm sitting in a timeshare presentation that you can't get away from. Oh my gosh. You get to play ESO tonight.
You looking for me?
Get him!
Mind if I join?
New release, nice.
Does that mean I have to fight?
I believe it does, sir. How about...
This is entertaining.
They don't have drops
You're
from
going
them.
out with the trash.
Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalay campus.
Yes!
Alright. Alright. I feel like I've already played and traded back into GameStop. Oh my gosh. Good luck, buddy. Oh, we're next. ZeniMax is next. Oh shoot, okay. It's the reveal trailer? Oh frick, dude.
Welcome to Hunt Valley, Maryland, and the headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You just saw a cinematic teaser for the Elder Scrolls Online's Next Chapter. I'm pleased to reveal ESO Necrom, which will launch in June and is shaping up to be one of the best updates to the game ever. If you watched the teaser closely, you saw that Necrom will include one of the most requested features in ESO, a new playable class called the Arcanist. It's only our third new class since launch, and we know you're going to love it. The Arcanist wields magic influenced by forbidden knowledge and has unique abilities never before seen in this world. Of course, the experience of exploring a new area of Tamriel is the heart of every ESO chapter. Necrom will unfold in Eastern Morrowind, not seen in an Elder Scrolls game since 1994, where you will meet new characters and enemies, reunite with some old friends, and explore a story based around the return of a well-known Daedric prince you just might remember from the Dragonborn Skyrim DLC. For those of you new to ESO, we release a new expansion called a chapter every year. Chapters are essentially standalone games in ESO that let you adventure in a new region of Tamriel.
Okay.
But you don't have to wait for the Necrom chapter to jump in. We've got so many amazing experiences you can enjoy right now. If you love games like Skyrim and Oblivion, you'll feel right at home amongst the thousands of
Knew it was
stories
gonna be a new class show.
across every region in ESO. And as anyone who's played a classic Elder Scrolls game knows, it's all about those feelings when you're fully immersed in the world. Remember that feeling when you first encountered a dragon? We've got an entire province that's overrun by dragons. Or questioned if you were capable of taking down a frost troll in Skyrim? Try it for yourself in ESO. What about the moment you visited a city in Morrowind that was built inside the shell of a giant
Arcanist does
crab?
look sick.
For the Oblivion fans out there, how about another chance at taking on the colossal Daedric prince, Mehrunes Dagon?
Rip spellcraft. I told you guys we weren't getting
Just like
spellcrafting.
any single-player Elder Scrolls game, you can have a blast simply by following the main quest line. Or
I'm
seek
really
out lore and learn
surprised
more about the world.
they are actually
Become a craftsman. Go fishing.
Well, the global
Decorate
reveal
and furnish
sticky
your home.
is at 345.
Customize your character. Play it like an action
Yeah,
RPG.
the global reveal is at
And when you're
345.
ready,
But
you can easily engage in one of the best open-world PvP systems. Run dungeons co-op with your friends for great loot. Or just join a
yeah,
guild to chat
this
with
is just
others.
like the
possibilities in this
snippet.
virtual world are endless.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're doing a new class.
Immediately feel right
That
at home
makes me think
because
that the
our community
servers
is
are
one
going to
of
be
the
better.
most, if not the most, welcoming on the planet. We invite everyone who has not yet experienced ESO to give it a try and create your own stories in our shared world. There's no required
All right, Siggy, I
subscription
got you.
and thousands of hours of content to dig into, solo or with friends. explore nearly every corner of Tamriel with no level restrictions.
There's probably going to be a new
It's
system
magical
too.
being able to travel almost anywhere you please
There'll probably be a new
from
system.
the moment you enter the world. ESO is available on PC and Mac, in addition to previous and current-gen consoles, including a purpose-built next-gen version for the Xbox Series X and S with high-fidelity graphics and enhanced performance modes. An added bonus for Xbox players, it's on Game Pass.
I
And
think there's
starting
stuff for new
today,
players.
for a limited time, we're making all past chapters available to explore for any player, so everyone can test drive all of our adventures, including our take on Skyrim, Morrowind,
it's ESO Plus.
Oblivion, and much, much more.
Yeah,
At
so
Sauce, we have so many passionate
they're going to
and
be
talented
revealing more
developers who
stuff here at
continue to add to
345, by
Elder
the way.
Scrolls lore by producing handcrafted, epic adventures, and I'm immensely proud to be a part of it.
I'm interested to
Believe
see
me, we
what
have
the new.
tons more to share, and I can't wait for the team to show it all to you. Join us after this show for the 2023 ESO Global
Hey,
Reveal,
345,
where
y'all.
we'll go deep into all things Necrom. Thanks. See you in Tamriel.
All right, so we'll figure that out in 13 minutes, y'all. I'm excited for that. I'm pretty excited for that, y'all.
Something evil is
So the
swallowing
global
up this
reveal will
place
be
bit by
in
bit.
13 minutes.
Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then it's too
Right.
late.
Well, so here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. So we're going to see what else they add. There's going to obviously be some other stuff that they put in this chapter. So maybe they're going to up the difficulty on Overland. Maybe they're going to give us better rewards. Maybe there's going to be a new system. So we'll see what they have. We'll see that here in about 13 minutes, all right?
By a legion of vampires.
I agree, Zombie. I
Redfall
agree.
is a story-driven shooter at its heart, which can be played single player.
So we'll
or
see. We'll see what else they
with up
add.
to 4 players. Choose your hero, each with their own unique abilities, and form the perfect vampire slaying squad to take back Redfall's haunted streets.
At Arcane, we make games where the world itself is as important as the characters. With Redfall, we take an exciting step forward, building a lovingly detailed open world to deliver our largest setting ever. Every inch of our open world is carefully handcrafted and packed with environmental storytelling. Explore the streets of a quaint island town, from the once bustling downtown to the haunted forest to the decimated seaside boardwalk and gorgeously detailed landmarks. But it's not all danger all the
It
time.
all gets boiled
There are
down
safe
ever since
places
to
on
the
island where
reward
you
structure
can
in the game
rest up,
sucks.
Chat with survivors and resupply.
That's basically what people need to. They need to
Here we're at
fix
the
that.
fire station, one of your home bases. This is one place you'll receive missions from survivors.
There's something I need you to do. The old lighthouse in the bay. It's been used for over a century to keep boats
Yeah,
away from the
Cumbert.
coastline. If we turn it
New
back
class
on,
was
it's a
one of the
warning to
highest
anyone
requested
trying to come to
features.
Redfall right now. Easy, right? Well, the lighthouse keeper's a real asshole. Joined up with those cultists and took the damn lamp with him.
Go on, Bert.
Here's a vampire known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey. They hurl lethal projectiles and can even shift through the floor to avoid damage.
It looks interesting. Maps need to rework. I don't want to watch all. I'm going to be scared, chat. I'm not watching. I'm not watching, chat. I'm scared. Okay. Not watching, chat. Okay, the jump scare's over, hopefully. So we're getting a zombie horde mode in ESO chat. Not watching. Not watching, chat. Not watching.
The lighthouse is back up, but there's more waiting for you. Taking down vampires.
Please not again, Master Slender. Dude, there's probably gonna be some combat changes. I want an armor change in ESO. I want gear score. I want gear score. No one can convince me otherwise.
Let's transition to what you'll find outside of the main story missions. There's so much waiting for you. Redfall is filled with encounters that can pop up anywhere, like this brewery that's fallen under cultist
sounds pretty
control.
cool.
Save the locals from being offered to the vampires. Like our past games, you can approach a mission in many different ways.
Arcane's the one who made Dishonored, right? Is that right?
Always be ready.
Do you have
to
gear score? It's
improvise.
160. As a
Remy
count.
uses her combat robot Bribon to help distract and eliminate the cultists.
We got him, Bribon.
Pass on this one. I live as long as you can. So Necrom is the next chapter. They're saying that this is going to be the best ESO chapter ever. Best update ever. That tells me that there's going to be some major overhauls or something. Do you guys believe that or what? What's the most requested feature? No, a new class, Black. A new class. Yeah, it's for the ESO Plus Alucard. Right now, it's a free ESO Plus trial right now. There's free ESO Plus trial.
Everyone's safe. Let's move on. Exploring Redfall will take you
I know,
beyond
Zombie,
the
I
bounds
know.
of reality as you investigate otherworldly psychic spaces to unravel the vampire's secrets. Take this vampire nest. These deadly layers
y'all, let's
change
hold
each
judgment
time
until
you
the
step
whole reveal
inside.
happens. We don't know everything's coming.
Jacob sends out his Raven to tag the enemies below. Dev follows up with his teleporter, instantly closing the gap.
Judge? Judge. Yeah, let's just hold off on Judgment Shaw until we get the full reveal, alright? Global reveals in
Destroy
6
a nest,
minutes.
You have to take out its heart, and all of the vampires willing to die to protect it.
Horrible way to die.
Stirring the life. I woke them up. Just one bite.
Let's change the socialization game to make it smoother.
What just happened?
Now escape the nest before it comes crashing down.
It'll collapse any second.
Or crossplay.
Nests aren't the only psychic spaces. You'll find dangerous pockets all over the island. It's all vampire turf, so tread carefully.
This is definitely a game that my friend's gonna play.
I got you.
So what is this we're watching me do? This is
Redfall won't
developer
truly be safe
direct.
until the vampires are wiped from the map. Outside the main story, another one of your
So
missions
this was
is to
before
take
the
back
reveal. So the
Redfall
reveal's in 5
neighborhood by
minutes.
neighborhood. Find
Yeah, make
safe
sure to like the
houses
stream,
hidden all
y'all.
over
It
the
does help us in the
island, and
algorithm.
then work your way up to the vampire controlling the neighborhood. To reclaim this neighborhood, you'll have to defeat a powerful vampire called the Siphon. Whether you dive in solo or with friends, each hero can take on any situation. Each brings powerful, unique abilities to the fight, and the upgrades you choose change how they play.
That UI looks clean.
Here, Layla's lift ability can be upgraded to launch teammates for airborne attacks. Upgrade Layla's umbrella ability with Bullet Hail to absorb enemy bullets and release the energy back at them.
It does actually look pretty cool.
There are many ways to customize your hero's ability tree to match your playstyle.
Nighty night. Let's get some light on the subject.
Let's hit on the arsenal. There's a wide range of weaponry, from military gear to new vampire slaying inventions, from shotguns to sniper rifles.
Well, well.
There's horizontal progression like ESO. See, I want vertical progression in ESO. I want vertical progression, chat. Vertical progression. Keith, we'll probably find out here in a little bit. The reveal's in 4 minutes.
The last step is to face the underboss who controls, or used to control, that neighborhood.
By the way, y'all, like I said, they're going to be doing a big reveal here in a second.
The vampire gods, with their own unique abilities, like this one's shield. When you prove yourself against the underboss, you'll receive a key of sorts. A skull that gets you one step closer to facing the ultimate threat, the vampire.
Vertical progression. Excuse me. Vertical progression means that you constantly get higher power level of things, right? So horizontal just means you just keep going horizontal. You don't ever get higher, essentially. There's a way to balance. There's a way to balance vertical progression, guys, where it's not like, wow, I'm telling you, I know there is. I know there is.
And FPS gameplay.
Destiny has vertical progression, but it also has horizontal progression because there's a lot of things to do.
Classic monsters of all time.
Vampires.
It's been amazing to see how all of us have pulled together to deliver our vision for something new.
Redfall is the biggest, most ambitious game we have ever made.
Our teams dove head first into this new opportunity, and we can't wait for you to experience Redfall for yourself.
Thankfully, you won't have to wait too much longer. Redfall's coming on May 2nd.
Oh, dang, May 2nd.
Thank you again for joining us.
And we'll see you soon in Redfall.
Here we go.
Exactly, Everson. Yeah, because to me, there's no grind for ESO. It's just all the same. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Global reveal, 2 minutes. Oh wow, Necrom is June 20th, 2023. Holy frick, that's late. That is way later than normal. Did you see that? Necrom is June 20th, 2023. That is like almost 15 days after normal.
Hello. It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
This is our best sounding Forza Motorsport ever.
Yeah, that was alright.
Best game here, Minecraft Legends. Oh, there was some gameplay of it right there. Did you guys see that?
And see you in Tamriel.
You guys see that footage? That was kind of cool, actually.
All right, let's do this.
June 5th on PC. Oh, I thought it said June 20th. All right, here we go. Global reveal. Yeah, Lino, we're getting the Arcanist class in Necrom. ESO global reveal. Here we go. All right, 5 minutes now, apparently. There be some PvP improvements. I would not get your hopes up, Axel. I hope that they're dropping support on old gen consoles because it is holding the game back. I'm sorry, people that play on PS4 and Xbox, but they're gonna have to, or the game's just gonna die.
Hello there, traveler. Welcome to Quincy's Tavern. My name is Quincy, and I have the privilege and honor of providing tonight's meal while we patiently await for the 2023 ESO Global Reveal. I hope you're hungry, because tonight we have a special treat for you. I was thinking we would do something slightly rustic yet filling, but also with a more refined presentation for the veteran adventurer such as yourself. I had ingredients from all across Tamriel brought in for tonight's special occasion, and I'm so excited to spend some of this evening with you tonight. We do have a few moments
Quincy?
before the global reveal officially starts, so...
Who the heck is Quincy?
I have just the thing. Cabbage biscuits with these bits of bacon all throughout, perfect with some butter and jam. So nice. Sound good?
Honestly, I have no idea who this guy is.
Let me show you how to make them.
He's a TikToker? Oh, okay. I have no idea who that is. Trying to seduce me. Imagine being okay with killing 9 or repeat 9 years of player data on Xbox and PS4. They better allow transfers, all I'm saying. They would not just erase the data on the consoles. There'd be a way to transfer. I'm saying that they're gonna have to leave it behind at some point. New playable class, TikToker. I am not sure, Everson. It's worth jumping back into Destiny 2 if you haven't played. Yeah, Sean, I've been playing it recently. It's freaking amazing. Cooking with bra? Apparently, y'all. This recipe looks pretty good. I'll have the link in here. Making cabbage biscuits. Put more time into this cooking video than they did.
Alrighty, here you are, traveler. Fresh from the oven. Careful, they're still very hot. But I think with that, we have everything we need for the ESO Global Reveal. I'll go get us some drinks. You don't go nowhere. Eat to your heart's content. Thank you for joining us tonight on this epic adventure. Enjoy.
Switch pizza, but now they expense losing everything. They would not make people lose everything. They would give you your stuff on whatever they switch. Is this the actual reveal? Oh shoot, 57. 56. Here we go, y'all. Yeah, the Bethesda stream's on Twitch, not YouTube. Alright, y'all. Here's 43 seconds. We're gonna find out that we're getting capes, so. Audio up? Alright. Turn the audio up, boys.
Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online 2023 Global Reveal. Whether you're coming from our developer direct or just joining us now, we've got an incredible show today. Earlier today, ZeniMax Online Studio Director Matt Firer shared some exciting details on the Elder Scrolls Online's next adventure. That includes one of the most requested features from the ESO community, a new playable class called the Arcanist. Matt also revealed that the new chapter, called Necrom, will take you back to a familiar location in Tamriel, Morrowind. And while there, you'll run into a familiar face, a well-known Daedric prince from the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC. That's just a taste of what's to come. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. Once again, it's my great pleasure to introduce the Elder Scrolls Online's creative director and my friend, Rich Lambert. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Pete.
Good to see you here.
Yeah, it's so great to be back to talk with you about all the new fun things the team's been working so hard on. I can't wait to share it with you all.
All right, it's time to talk Necrom. Are you excited?
I'm thrilled for this year. We're going to be exploring a new story and theme centered around the Dark Elves and Hermaeus Mora. The best way to describe this story is shadow over Morrowind. But before I go into any more detail, we've got a great way to introduce you to the mood and feel of this arc. It's Elder Scrolls meets cosmic horror, and I can't wait for you all to see it.
Well, they don't have to wait any longer. This is the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom.
Going back in time. Apes confirmed. That's pretty sick. She's wearing an Oaken Soul ring, y'all. Yeah, Goddard, they already announced it, we know. Arcanist.
That was awesome. Those mushroom towers really take me back.
Yep.
And some powerful moments in there, but let's start with breaking down the story in Necrom.
Everything centers around Hermaeus Mora. We've explored small pieces of who this prince is in a few zones in ESO up to this point, but they're a complicated Daedric prince. Mora is the knower of unknown and hoards knowledge and secrets in their realm. Some of these secrets are just too dangerous for any being to know. There are hidden powers that threaten Mora's realm of Apocrypha, with the ultimate goal of uncovering one of these secrets a secret so important and so dangerous that if discovered, it can unravel all of reality.
This isn't just Tamriel that's in trouble. This is all of Nirn.
Yes, absolutely.
So where do our players fit into the mix?
Players are essentially being tested by Mora to see if they are worthy to help aid them. So over the course of this adventure, players will become sort of a protector of this ultimate secret that these hidden powers are searching for. And there's also an opportunity for players to seek out other knowledge if they wish, to dig into some of the origins of our new playable class in the Arcanist.
Cool new playable class. I am so in, and I know a lot of our players are as well. Now, we're heading back to Morrowind this year, but it's not the Morrowind that everyone knows from the Elder Scrolls 3 or even from the 2017 chapter of ESO. So it's going to be familiar, different, a little bit of both?
Yes, sir. We're going to be exploring the eastern portion of Morrowind, specifically the Telvanni Peninsula. It's still home to the Dunmer or the Dark Elves, so you're going to see that familiar alien landscape with the giant mushrooms and all the like, but it's got a very different feel than any of the locations that we've previously explored.
And I'm guessing the city we saw, that was Necrom, yes?
Yep.
And we haven't seen that since the Elder Scrolls Arena, and it looks very different now.
Yeah, a lot has changed since then. But yeah, Necrom is the main city in the chapter. And there's so much amazing lore around this. It's a city of the dead, where Dunmer families from all over Morrowind bury their deceased in these elaborate ceremonies. But there's also some really just wild rumors as to the origins of Necrom. It's a crazy old city. But I'll leave that up to CJ to kind of dig into in just a little bit.
Now, finally, Necrom isn't the only cool location that players are going to get to explore. So tell us about the zone that I'm pretty familiar with, and some of our players will be too, and that's Apocrypha.
Yes, the Oblivion Realm, home to forbidden knowledge.
Also home to the know-it-all Daedric Prince that we just saw, Hermaeus Mora. It's always great to revisit other areas of Tamriel that we haven't seen in an Elder Scrolls game, but I know the folks at ZOS like to build everything from scratch. So when it comes to the Prince's Realm, it's not just like a carbon copy of what we've seen before, right?
The Apocrypha that you know and love from Skyrim it's definitely there. The dark inky waters, the towering stacks of books, you know, those unique yellow-green skies. But like always, we love being able to explore new areas, love putting our own spin on things, and we want to make this our own and give the players new fun things to explore and learn.
It's so exciting. Sounds like a great blend of the old and the new when it comes to like the biomes and the places the players are going to be exploring
Artificer
in
class.
Necrom. And in fact, let's explore more of Necrom right now with more details from the team.
For the regions in Morrowind and Apocrypha that have been explored in previous Elder Scrolls games, we approached them carefully, making sure on one side it felt like a trip down memory lane, but also providing new experiences for everyone. Our destination this time was the Telvanni Peninsula, an area we visited in the very first Elder Scrolls game, Arena.
Gonna be a new system,
we also caught
y'all.
a glimpse of its coastline
Like there's
in
not gonna
Test
be.
3 Morrowind. This is the first time any game has returned to these lands in almost 30 years, and we were really excited to bring them back. The giant mushrooms and distinctive fungus-covered Telvanni towers are back, of course. The East Asian influences at work in some of the architecture and general aesthetics also return, as does the alien landscape so crucial to representing the lands around Vardenfell. For many players, Morrowind was their first introduction to an open-world RPG, and this concept was reflected in the expansive environments of Test 3. ESO has always honored this basic idea, the idea of a world ripe for wandering, and our depiction of the Telvanni coast will reflect this. The sense of odd scale you may feel walking through it are paramount. In terms of differences, we've crafted a modern view of the city of Necrom, not seen since 1994.
Yeah, we'll see.
Getting to work on something elvish which predates the Tribunal is particularly interesting. Necrom is the Dunmer city of the dead, where all prominent Dark Elves gather to pay respects and lay to rest their honored departed. Lord Vivek, known as the warrior poet, spun some wild stories about the city's foundations, which may or may not be true. But what's definitely true is that the Dark Elves have a particular reverence for the city and its solemn purpose in their culture. It's naturally a cool thing to be able to contribute in any significant way to a long-standing piece of Elder Scrolls lore. For the Telvanni coast, we had a lot of fun playing with the legend of Necrom's foundation. Specifically, the lore of Vivek himself having defeated the great beast Golgamorgil, whose bones supposedly lay the foundations for the city. Entering Necrom for the first time, you're bound to notice the towering rib-like rock formations which envelop the city. The Dunmer have even added some runic symbols on the faces of the rocks themselves in recognition of their supposed origins.
You're moving your
Is the
necromancer
legend
to live
true
in Necrom.
or simply apocryphal? Come tour the lands and make your own decision on that one. Necrom is intended to be monumental, reverent, and yet fit in with the shapes and forms we're used to seeing in Dark Elf architecture. The distinct arched doorways and decorative elements are there, as well as the detailed mosaics on the opulent interior spaces. We specifically took a lot of inspiration from the classic Telvanni buildings in Morrowind.
Yeah,
And
y'all, let's just
we
wait
have
to the end of the
Apocrypha.
reveal. We still got more.
Whenever we
so-
venture back into territories from previous Elder Scrolls
Let's see if there's anything else,
we
all right?
always try to make sure that our
We're not done
players
with the
feel
reveal
like
yet.
they're genuinely returning to lands they've traveled before. We took our initial visual cues from the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC. Then we expanded on the ideas presented in the original. We'll be sharing more details on the unexplored areas of Apocrypha later this year. For the meantime, let's talk about the parts that players are a little more familiar with. Some lands in Tamriel appear quite normal to our mortal eyes, and some, like the Telvanni coast, feel foreign. And then there are the Oblivion Plains, whose lands bend our mortal perceptions into the most alien landscape possible. In crafting the Plane of Apocrypha, it was important to remember that Hermaeus Mora doesn't really adhere to traditional ideas of good or evil as many other Daedric princes do. Likewise, Hermaeus Mora's realm isn't a representation of good or evil either. Our take here was to explore the idea of ancient records and how they might be represented physically in a plane such as this. We created fossilized impressions into the rock walls and emerging from the ground, representing the cataloging of all life, experience, and knowledge. Realms of Oblivion are extensions of their master, and so Apocrypha is a clearinghouse for knowledge. It's a repository. It is intended to feel like a place where ancient things and ancient ideas can be preserved, perhaps even hidden, but never lost. There's a ton of story emitting from these locations, from the environment to the architecture. Of course, the characters and creatures breathe even more life into our world.
When we chose the setting for Necrom, we knew we had to deliver a story that lives up to this location, and the team had a lot of fun bringing this story to life. If you're not super familiar with any of the fantasy names that we've been talking about, imagine a holy necropolis in the middle of an ancient hierarchical society presided over by extremely powerful mages. Yeah, there's a lot of fun tensions there for us to play with. Necrom remains neutral territory in regards to the great houses of Morrowind. Keeping the City of the Dead neutral means all Dark Elves can appease their ancestors and ensure their bodies are taken care of, even as the Three Banners War rages on. This is incredibly important since the tradition of bringing the dead to Necrom predates the Tribunal and the creation of Dark Elves as we know them. It's an integral part of the Dark Elves' cultural identity. In other words, this is an ancient City of the Dead which isn't controlled by any one Dark Elf house, even though it's surrounded by the Telvanni Magisters, some of the most egotistical and powerful mages in the entirety of Tamriel. But the peninsula isn't the only place you'll get to explore. As a writer and certified library nerd, I'm so excited that this year we get to take you to Apocrypha for the first time since the Dragonborn DLC. You'll be accompanied by Laramel the Wise, a powerful mage who works with Hermaeus Mora, the Prince of Forbidden Knowledge. Notice I said with and not for. Laramel doesn't worship Hermaeus Mora. They have a working relationship that's built on mutual respect. As much respect as Hermaeus Mora can have for a mortal. See, mortals don't really survive in Apocrypha for a long time. Knowledge is enticing, but you'd be a fool to assume that it's harmless. And the sheer amount of information there tends to melt mortal minds, mangle their bones, contort their flesh, and turn them into terrifying creatures called the Hushed. Some books are lifeless collections of paper, totally safe to pick up. But others house tome shells, small Daedra who live between the pages of Apocrypha's first editions. They may not necessarily attack you, but if you've ever picked up a shell on the beach only to discover that there was a hermit crab already living in it, then you know just how surprising a tome shell can be. Tome shells and Hushed aren't the only denizens in Apocrypha.
Thanks, Robin.
No, Apocrypha's guardians lurk around every corner. Seekers attend to the vast library, while lurkers wait beneath the inky waters to dissuade any stubborn researchers from discovering Apocrypha's more dangerous secrets. It's best to be sure that you're really alone before you pick up some light reading. You'll even meet a clanless Dromora called Torvasard, who refuses to let the secrets of Apocrypha remain undisturbed. Torsard's motives are as mysterious and complex as his allegiances. It's really hard to tell if he's friend or foe. This chapter isn't all about exploring crypts and making friends with eldritch horrors. There's a dark threat coming for both Apocrypha and Nirn. Vampire mercenaries known as the Dusk Sabers prowl the Telvanni Peninsula working for Magister Shalreni Barrow.
In Necrom is the
Shalreni
chapter.
seeks to climb the ranks of her house by any means necessary, even working with anyone who will give her the power to achieve her goals. Not everything will be hidden and mysterious, though. If you've played ESO before, there are a bunch of familiar faces for you to find throughout this chapter. I won't spoil all of the surprises, but we are bringing back my favorite Morag Tong assassin, Asher. Okay, yes, Narya will make an appearance too. With all this focus on secrecy and forbidden knowledge, it'll be up to you to discover the truth and stop enemies across Eastern Morrowind and Apocrypha. Good luck!
Hey everyone, we're excited to let you all know that the Elder Scrolls Online Necrom is available for pre-purchase right now. While the chapter will launch on PC, Mac, and consoles this June, we've got plenty of reasons for you to pre-purchase and jump into ESO today.
If you're a new player, someone who hasn't played ESO in a while, or you still need to pick up some of our previous chapters, you'll want to go with the Necrom Collection. Either version, the Standard or the Deluxe Collection, grants you instant access to 6 of our previous chapters and the base game. And you'll of course be able to access the Necrom chapter once it launches in June.
That's hundreds of hours of content all in one package. We like to refer to it as 8 games in one, since each is like its own standalone Elder Scrolls adventure. And keep in mind, you can play these in any order too.
For current players, we're offering both standard and deluxe upgrades, which will provide you with the latest Necrom chapter.
No matter what version you pre-purchase, you'll receive these items. While some will be unlocked at launch, everyone will receive this unique mount immediately.
For a limited time, if you pre-purchase Necrom, you'll also receive this matching pet to go along with the mount that Jess just mentioned.
Coming with the Deluxe Edition is this new Apocrypha-themed, one-of-a-kind mount. That's in addition to other pre-purchase items that come with the Deluxe Upgrade and Collection.
Separate from our pre-purchase offering, but just as cool, is the Hermaeus Mora Collector's Statue that's available for pre-order at the Bethesda Gear Store. Be sure and secure yours along with some awesome ESO merch, because right now, for a limited time, we have a flash sale running.
Any edition of Necrom also unlocks the new Arcanist class at launch, and we know you've been eagerly awaiting more information on that, so let's check it out now.
Here we go.
All right, we've waited long enough. Rich, it's Arcanist time. Spill some details.
Where do you want to start? You know, this has easily been the #1 most requested feature from players since the Necromancer back in 2019 with Elsewhere.
Well, I mean, why don't we give the players a little bit of the backstory and inspiration behind the Arcanist?
The Arcanist is a new way to play and experience ESO. It's the 7th playable class and channels the power of Apocrypha to create ancient runes of power. This weird knowledge lets them do some truly fantastic things, destroying their enemies with runic magic, summoning tentacles from the abyss, healing their allies, and some even protecting themselves from the worst the Daedric Plains have to offer.
Of course, what everyone really wants to know is, how do you play the Arcanist? And we've got just the person to tell us.
With the Arcanist, we wanted to keep the basic form of the class familiar to everyone, so there's something for all play styles, while letting us be more creative with the abilities themselves. We started off with 3 skill lines: Herald of the Tome, Apocryphal Soldier, and Curative Rune Forms. Each line focuses on a different aspect of the game: offense, defense, and support. The challenge we embraced was making these abilities feel unique compared to previous classes, but not so systematically different that veteran players would feel out of place. I know several of the abilities will leave you awestruck. 2 of my favorite new abilities are Apocryphal Gate and Abyssal Impact. Apocryphal Gate lets you open a pair of temporary portals that you can jump between for extra in-fight mobility, or use these portals for creative exploration. Abyssal Impact is a bit more direct. It has you infuse your arm with unstable magic, transforming it into a tentacular weapon as you thrust forward, damaging and debilitating your foes.
These abilities look better than every ability.
I'm also super excited to share that we're doing something very different from
any
the
other
Arcanist,
class has.
implementing a combo point system.
Ranger
In this
Beard.
system, certain abilities will build points, while others will spend them, giving them an extra bit of oomph by enhancing or augmenting the ability. We're aiming for this to be something that all players can easily get a handle on, so no one should worry that this class will be too technical to play. You can't let too much out of the bag yet, though, so the rest will have to be a secret for now. We were initially coming up with the Arcanist. We had a ton of ideas and inspiration coming from all sorts of places. Movies, comics, classic literature, and both retro and modern games. There was even a handful of anime references. And while we had a lot of great ideas, there was one that led us to a major breakthrough and helped bind everything together: the Black Books of Hermaeus Mora. Now, while this gave us a solid feel for how the abilities should look and sound, you won't necessarily be wielding one of the Black Books. Instead, you'll summon your own tome, in which you've inscribed numerous bits of ancient knowledge that you've gleaned from the Prince of Fate. Think of it like your own cookbook you glance at every so often to spice up your spells. This won't be the only taste of the Arcanist you'll get, though. You'll also come across foes, and maybe a friend, who will wield the same deep magics that you'll learn. There may even be some unforeseen enemies that have tomes worth of forbidden arcane power to throw at you. This is just the first page of the story of this new class. We've had a ton of fun making it, and we've got plenty more to show you as time goes on. I can't wait for you all to experience adventuring Tamriel and the realms beyond, alongside or as an Arcanist.
Not yet,
Rich.
machine.
Now let's talk about some new features and systems.
Here we go.
To start with, any chance there's going to be some new companions?
Yes, in fact, we've got 2 new companions coming to ESO with this Necrom chapter. And for those that don't know who or what companions are, they're your permanent adventuring buddies. Someone that's at your beck and call whenever you want to help you explore Tamriel. And the feedback from players since the inception back in 2021 has been overwhelmingly positive. And we've been looking to expand and evolve it in new ways.
So tell us about the 2 new companions we're going to see.
The first companion is called Sharp as Night, and he is an Argonian warden who is a bit of a mercenary and an enigma.
They're building up to it.
He originated from Blackmarsh.
Please
but
tell me
his
there's better
past is
features than
lost to
this.
him, and he spent a lot of time trying to figure out who he is to no avail. He is a lot more reserved than our other companions, as he's lived a tough life and he really isn't overly chatty, and you're going to have to prove yourself to him. And then there is Azander. Azander is a Redguard male and a little bit of a crazy fatherly figure professor. Think Willy Wonka meets Dumbledore, and he's got this really singular focus on the pursuit of knowledge.
And so what's so special about Azander, Rich?
As some of you might have guessed, with Azander being so focused on this pursuit of knowledge, he's an Arcanist himself, so you'll be able to dig into a bit on that side of his story as well.
Some amazing stuff, and that's not all we've got cooking. Like every chapter, we offer loads of side quests and new trial, there's world events, public dungeons, delves, and more. Roughly how much content do you think we're talking here, Rich?
Players can expect around 30 hours of content just from the main storyline, in addition to all the side content and everything you just mentioned.
Always so much to do in an Elder Scrolls chapter, and the team has really pulled out all the stops with Necrom.
We really have, and players won't have to wait too long to begin their Shadow over Morrowind adventure. Players will be able to begin their adventures this March with our first DLC.
Awesome. I will definitely be checking that out. Before we wrap things up, let's talk about some changes that you're planning to the ESO calendar.
Absolutely. So ESO is a living, breathing world that is constantly evolving. As a team, we're always evaluating where we are, what the game needs, and the community sentiment around how well we're doing. And over the years, we have made many changes based on these evaluations. But one of the fundamental pillars that hasn't changed has always been to create as much story content as we possibly can to try to keep up with our players and their insatiable desire for new stories and adventures. And this constant drive is one of the reasons why ESO has become one of the best games on the market today. There's so much to do, so many stories and locations to experience, tons of systems and various activities to participate in solo or with friends.
So what's changing?
We want to continue on creating these new adventures while also addressing quality of life feedback and bugs that have emerged over time. In other words, we want to focus on polish and iterate more on cool ideas, be it stories or systems, with the overall goal of making each release as solid as it can be. The first half of the year isn't really going to change much. We've been hard at work on a lot of this stuff for a very long time. We're still doing a dungeon DLC with 2 new dungeons and a prologue quest to kick off this new arc. The chapter is releasing in June with all the goodies you love and expect. Where things are changing this year are fall and winter.
That's great news for players. Don't stop. Keep going.
late summer, our focus is going to be on bugs and quality of life additions. Things like pre-made group finder or an all-in-one attunable set crafting station as examples. There won't be any dungeons in this update because for update 40, which comes towards the end of the year, the team is working on something really epic, something pretty special that they just need more time on.
I mean, come on, Rich, we gotta give them more than that.
Okay, fine. How does an endless dungeon with a buddy sound?
Oh, sounds good.
We'll have a lot more info on this later in this year, but I'm insanely excited about this.
Sounds very cool.
An endless
Rich, I want
dungeon.
to thank you for all the details surrounding Necrom and the Shadow over Morrowind adventure today. I know I'm excited to play, and I sure hope everyone watching is as well.
We are just as excited. But before I go, I wanted to personally thank the entire team for all of their incredible work. It's truly an honor to be able to represent them here today.
Hey,
Also,
I
on behalf of
literally
the
said
entire
that, y'all.
ZOS team around the globe,
I literally
I'd
said
like to
that.
thank you all for your continued support. You've helped make ESO and its amazing community
I'm not blown away.
what it is today.
All right, let's throw it back to Jess and Gina to fill everyone in on in-game events, talk guilds, and more.
So it's obviously
Gives
no
you
secret that
replayability.
there's always something to do in ESO. In addition to all this content, we offer a wide variety of in-game events catering to all different play styles, from PvP to Overland, seasonal
The
festivities,
class
and
actually
more.
looks cool.
In addition to our quarterly content
so that's
updates,
interesting.
this year we'll be having 11 in-game events, plus the themed monthly PvP Battleground weekends. In fact, our first in-game event for the year, the Season of the Dragon celebration, starts in just a couple days.
Endless Dungeon's actually
And who
promising.
better to enjoy all these events with than friends? ESO is great solo, but even better with friends, or a whole guild of friends. Whether you're into PvP, 12-player trials, crafting, questing, or even fishing and house decorating, there's a guild or 5 for everyone and every playstyle. You can find your first or next guild via the in-game guild finder. If you're a current player and have a guild who is looking to welcome new adventurers, let us know about it on Twitter. Tag us at TessOnline.
And speaking of coming together, we're extremely excited to let everyone know that we'll be hosting an in-person event this spring to celebrate all things
You guys wanna go to the in-person
and
event
the
with me?
Shadow over Morrowind adventure.
guys wanna go to the
We'll
in-person
share
event?
details on our website and social channels very soon. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about the first DLC in the Shadow over Morrowind adventure, we'll be previewing the DLC and Update 37 live on Twitch this Friday. So be sure and tune in.
In Detroit, yeah.
That was a packed show. Lots of change, lots of new. A quick reminder that ESO Necrom is available for pre-purchase right now. Visit ElderScrollsOnline.com or your favorite online retailer and claim your mount and pet today. ESO Necrom launches this June, and believe it or not, we're just getting started. Stay tuned in the months leading up to launch for even more info. Thanks for spending your time with us. We'll see you in Tamriel.
Okay. All right, all right, all right. We need a vote. All right, hold on. Let's see. Holy crap, we have 465 people in here, y'all. We better get some likes up in this chat, y'all. Come on. Let's get some likes. Let's get those likes up to like 200. Likes up to 200. Come on. Where you can make your skills do more like a point system. I mean, okay, do you guys want me to give you guys my opinion on that? Like, what do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Hold on, I'm making a pin. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do a poll. Hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. I meant to do a poll. All right, here we go. Y'all, let's get some likes. Yeah, we got 168 likes. Come on, let's get some likes in here. Let's get up to 200, 300 likes, y'all. All you gotta do is hit the like button, chat. Oops, I liked. Okay, so my opinion. My opinion. I'm pre-ordering. So I'm gonna see. You guys got 124 votes. What do you guys say? Oh gosh, I have to actually sign in. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Whoops. So here's my opinion. I want to form a. There's gonna be a video on this, y'all. I'm gonna make a video in a second. You guys can listen to it and watch it. We have 72 people that are excited. 27% say no. So my initial reaction is the Arcanist class looks cool. The abilities actually look unique and they don't look like copy paste. Honestly, that's the one thing I don't understand is how are they making these abilities? Because they didn't talk about the old gen console stuff. Like, I guess they got better hardware or something, because I'm very surprised, honestly, because those abilities look fantastic. I hope they revamp all of the other class abilities to look that good, because dude, y'all, we're up to 205 likes. Let's go, boys. Let's get to 300. Let's get to 300, chat. So yeah, the class looks really cool. I think the setting is really cool too. That's kind of my initial opinion so far. But like, I'm trying to think. We obviously didn't get any sort of news on like any fundamental changes. I could care less about companions. I really could. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be exciting to play. For the first part of it, at least, because they did say that the class is going to have a different style of playing. So there's going to be like a combo system, essentially. And that's interesting to me. That will basically, like, it's combo points. So it'll augment your abilities the more you do certain things. So I think that'll add a little bit more playability in the game. I think that'll be able to at least have some content for people. And I think it'll be fun. But y'all, here's the thing. They already said last year that this is what they were going to do. They said they're going to do a dungeon DLC and they're going to do the chapter, and then Q3 will be bugs and Q4 will be a new system. So I'm not disappointed in that, honestly, because I knew that was going to happen. I mean, this is going to be a growing year for ESO. I will say that I think that this is going to be that was a much better reveal than last year. A much better reveal. A lot more hope for ESO than last year. So I think we could say that it's definitely better than last year. But I do still think ESO this year is going to be growing. The endless dungeon thing that they're working on next at the end of the year is freaking awesome. I literally, guys, did I not say, like, we need, like, a procedural generated dungeon? I think that would be really cool because it keeps getting people to come back to the game. So, yeah, I think new class after 4 years is a big thing. So I'm not surprised by what they said. I am surprised because I thought they said there was going to be a new system, but maybe I read that wrong in Q2. But yeah, I don't really care about the companions. I mean, y'all, I would say that a class is the most requested feature. I just didn't think they would put a new class in because I didn't think they'd have the hardware capability. But Yeah, I mean, it was the most requested. There's been so many people that have wanted a class. Yeah, and I told you guys PvP would not be getting an update. Let's see. So, I mean, that's my first, that's my initial first reaction. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? The Endless Dungeon, I knew there was going to be a new system at the end. Because that's what they said they were going to do. I am excited for the Endless Dungeon, honestly, because that actually might be something that I can come back to and play. 2 weeks after launch, it's the MMO. PvP is such a lost cause for most people. Y'all, if you guys do want to become a member as well, make sure to check out the memberships. It is as low as $2.99. It's like a Twitch subscription. You get access to our members-only Discord, early access to videos. You get your name in the video. In videos, you get badges and emotes. So check it out if you guys want to. Have to get me back. New class looks great. Singleton. I'm actually just excited for the class because I'm excited to actually make builds for it. I mean, honestly, I'm really excited to make builds for it. That actually encourages me and gives me some sort of motive to make builds, if that makes sense. But I mean, you guys are right. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, you know, how everyone will respond to it. At least we're getting something big, you know. Yeah, the Endless Dungeon is something that'd be really cool. Time for a new place to wander around in an Endless Dungeon sounds fun, even though I mainly saw this game. It's a bit brutal. The last 5 months have been pretty unfun. Well, they're still doing the DLC, the dungeon DLC, and probably a quality of life update in like 2 months, Siberia. But yeah, I understand. Dungeon can be crazy fun. Maybe the new system was spellcrafting, but guess not. I knew we weren't getting spellcrafting, guys. Make builds, do the same easy content. What is the point? Everyone, what's up, David? I'm just saying, guys, I definitely think it's better than we got last year. I will say that. I think it's better than what we got last year. Thing is, though, is this class is actually different, guys. It's you have to use combo points to make to build your. This class is going to play differently than any other class, apparently. It's going to be different. This wasn't Bard. I wanted a Bard, y'all. Yeah, Vet Overland would have been great. But this is what they said, guys. I mean, we would get the chat, we'd get the expansion. They're going to focus on the bugs in Q3, and they're going to focus on the system in Q4. You know, that's what they said. But there are plenty of other games that we can play in the meantime, guys. Like I said, in the channel, I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out. I'm going to be playing Destiny 2 Lightfall. I'm going to be playing Diablo, Baldur's Gate, and the ESO expansion. But guys, check out my other channels down in the description. While I have all of you guys here, I have 3 other channels. We have Let's Plays, we have guides on other games, and we have just gaming related content. It's all down below. I posted some shorts and a video on one of the channels. Check out those channels down below in the description and go subscribe to those if you guys want other gaming content besides ESO. This channel, Probably Got This, will be focusing on ESO and MMO related content. But go check out all those channels down below in the description. Yeah, y'all, I recommend playing other games. Don't feel like you have to play ESO at all times, you know what I mean? Like, find other games to play that'll be fun for you guys. Each class should be different like this, like WoW plays with. Yeah, see, that's why I think if they can overhaul all the classes to play differently, I think that would be cool. And it sounds like this class is the first class that they're actually making to where you can play it differently for the most part. Those dungeon sounds fun. They didn't let us know the roadmap earlier this year. This would have been disappointing, but literally is what they promised, more or less. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not a new system in the expansion, Ranger. They're doing one in Q4. Y'all, if you guys can as well, make sure to like the stream. It does help us out get in the algorithm. It helps us get in the algorithm, chat. If you guys missed this, I'm going to have a recap video coming out tonight. Okay, so make sure you have your subscription and bell notification turned on for the class, or for my class, for the YouTube channel, y'all. I'll have a recap video tonight, all right? Yes, it's the new system for Q4, Andrew. New system for Q4. Any class can play any job. Reminds me a lot of Rift. You need to act fast. I can't wait until Q3 or 4 to add quality of life and training. Drop it. Capture at Christmas, fix the game now. Class change token. Yeah, no, I got you. Gotta go, Adam. Thanks for streaming. I've got rest of streaming day and night. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, guys, like I said, I'm gonna make a recap video for this, but I don't know. I mean, overall, I think the reveal was better than last year. I think that's all we can really ask for, you know what I mean? In some ways, for me at least. I mean, there's nothing that we could do. There's nowhere we can go but up from there. So yeah, Cedric, but what I mean though is like all classes for the most part are using Magicka Stamina Health, right? This class sounds like it's going to be using, like, you have to hit combo points to be able to actually utilize it well. So that's the different aspect of it, I think. So the Endless Dungeon isn't really talked about because that's something they're working on for Q4. They don't have a lot of details on that. You make an Overland Plus mode, basically. That's how you make it to where it's harder. Adam never plays with me, so don't know if I'm gonna get the... Oh my gosh. I mean, I honestly don't. That description of combat mechanic sounds I'll look like Necro's course mechanic. Yeah, I mean, it's not instead of, but I'm saying it sounds different at least. You know what I mean? Should have done something with PvP. Yeah. Well, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna have a recap video here out in a little bit, and you guys can watch it. Right, that's why they're probably not giving a lot of information, Song. Hey, y'all, so just an update. Again, do my announcements real quick. Tonight, I'm having an update video on this reveal. And it'll be up on the channel. You guys can watch it, the recap. Tonight as well, there's going to be our event video for the Season of the Dragon. That'll be up for members in the Discord, early access. That'll be out for everyone else tomorrow. Saturday will be our This Week in ESO. and then I will be posting some shorts in the channels below, our other YouTube channels. Check those out, subscribe to them. I'll also be having hopefully another video or guide out for Destiny or some other games soon, as well as other ESO content. But tomorrow we are streaming ESO Season of the Dragon event, so make sure to tune in tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. For real, I don't want to play solo like I've been for years. No, it's a good point, Machine. It's a good point. There's no spellcrafting. Tony, it was going to be really difficult to do spellcrafting. At least in this dungeon, sounds like it'd be easier to grind out sets for said dungeon. Yo! What did we just get? Songbird? Just gifted 10 members. 10 members, Songbird. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you. Gifts for new content. I appreciate it. Hey, Ruthless, you can't remember, man. Thank you, Song. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I didn't realize that till now. Yeah, Machine, you're not a member. Hey, if you guys just got a membership, make sure to join our members only Discord. You have the link in the membership tab. You'll get access to it. Make sure to link your accounts and you will have access to the channels. Thank you, Song, for the 10 bomb. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Tier 3 on Twitch to tier nothing. That is the 10 bomb music. Wait, here comes the members
in our own homeland.
Here we go.
What will we do?
There we go.
Members in our own homeland. What will we do?
We are hyped. We have a hype train right now, y'all. 3 minutes and 34 seconds until it ends. 3 minutes, 34 seconds.
Members in our own homeland, what will we do?
It'll be released June 5th, Nay. June 5th.
Members in our own homeland, what will we do?
Thank you, Song, for that. I do really, really appreciate
Members in our own homeland, what will we do?
The 10 bomb. You're my top channel to watch on ESO. I appreciate that. Thanks, y'all.
Members in our own homeland, what will we do?
So any other lasting or any other last thoughts, y'all, on the expansion? Any other last thoughts?
Members in our own homeland, what
any
will
other
we do?
Last thoughts? First PC to switching from Xbox. Mastercraft are all encouraging. Comes in crafting station. Sounds nice. So there's an attunable version. Make sure to like the stream. So, are excited about Q3 and Q4 need to be killer. Yeah, Q3 and Q4 need to be good. Now I remember this gift when I decided not to be a hermit and need peeps to dungeon trial with. Yeah, that's funny. So how's the black book supposed to work? Will we be searching for them? Honestly, I don't know, Misery. It's a good question. It's a good question. Good question. Maybe like lore books. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe something like that. Feel shallow because we got new stuff, but none of the problems that hinder people to come back got discussed, which is worrying. Well, that's the thing, guys, is that stuff is going to be addressed, I think, this year. But that was what they said. There's going to be a DLC, an expansion, and then they're going to address all the bugs and quality of life stuff and new systems in Q4. There's portals in Skyrim. Arcanus seems to it built in the touched on at Vailey. But if the hype ends in 1 minute, y'all, we will end the stream. But if it does not end in 1 minute, I will continue to stream. So if more people become members or something like that, we'll continue to stream. But I'm going to be making this update video for you guys here in a second. Portals to Creepy Library World. I would think they would unlock as you level. Probably, yeah. Stay for the books, run for your life. That's funny. Thank you guys for all coming out to the stream, though. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it a lot. If the books run for your life. Hype, hype, hype. Okay. We will go ahead and be ending the stream then, y'all. Thanks for being here today, y'all. I will have an update video tonight for everyone on this expansion. Need that on a t-shirt. Stay for the books. That's funny, yeah. And make sure y'all to check out the video. We'll be streaming tomorrow, y'all, as well. So come by the stream tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see what else. What else? We'll be doing that. And yeah, video tonight, event video tomorrow, video for members tonight, and then yeah, video this weekend. Got a lot of stuff coming out, y'all. But you guys have a absolutely fantastic day. I appreciate all of you being here tonight. It really means a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. If you guys missed this, you guys can check it out later on the stream. Yeah, we will talk tomorrow on stream. So if you want to talk about Necrom tomorrow, come to the stream tomorrow night. But otherwise, comment and like the video tonight that I post. Help it get out into the world. And yeah. You guys have a great afternoon, morning, evening, and night, and I will see you guys at a later date. All right, everyone. Almost 2 hours stream. Nice. I'll see you guys later, all right? Peace, everyone. Later.